Yes, I'm gonna do the class ride, one of the circuit races. But I've tried a few times, and actually my car was not that good in top speed. So I want to change some of the parts, even it sounds stupid in some people's eyes, but it doesn't matter if you have got the best part. It's necessarily not the best part for that kind of race. Um, Especially because of the top speed and the acceleration and the grip. It is most important, especially on the circuit races, that the grip is hard and good, so you actually can drive fast. So, but at this time I actually gonna need some top speed. So that's why I'm gonna change this. And then I'm gonna drive over to the classic Riot circuit, and then I do a test drive just to learn my car, because I already here I could feel the car was different to use, so I have to just test it out was in how it was to use on the track. But as you see here, I'm just driving, and then say, oh no, I just go a quick tour. And then at first I was not sure what I had to do, but I think, okay, the circuit, I need to try the circuit, and then I was confused on where it was, and so. But then I'm going to try the circuit race, because it's most important in this race to drive fast, don't slide around corners if you're drifting, etc. etc. But again, I need to test drive it just to make sure I've done it completely, and I see my best middle was gold. And then I was just thinking about, should I take another one, but I was thinking this one was probably the easiest one to do the platinum on the first time. And also there's a trophy call where you have to get the platinum in circuit races, like there's a raid and rally and street cars. So, but I see I was also get a part if I'm gonna get good platinum part, but that's not important for me. The most important for me is to get the platinum, no matter how. The part size or number is not important. But as you see here, I was still not sure what I have to do, and I wait a little. But then again, I say, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play this. And then first, as I said before, the first run was like a test run, just to see how the car was doing. And as I say, it's most important not to drift, as Vincent say when you start the game. Don't drift. Use hard brake. And the first mistake I did in the first corner was actually kind of drifting. But you can see right here. I try to explain it while I play. The first mistake I did was actually just to ram into another car, like there. Boom. Already there I lost a few points. But the main goal is to get a time under 3 minutes. The more you get over 3 minutes, the more chances to get a platinum is less. Is nothing. You don't get platinum if you do it more than 3 minutes. And there's some few pointers you have to figure out. The first round, you have to be in the first checkpoint. After this checkpoint right here, you have to be like 30 seconds, 35 seconds, and 38 if you're very slow, but then you can catch up later. But as you see here, I was doing some mistakes already on the first corner. I was braking too much and then lose some speed. And here it should be a time about 50 seconds, but you can see it's already 1 minute 2. But then you have a point you can see, okay, 1 minute 2 in the first lap, and then you need to do the next lap in about 58 seconds, because you need to reach the 2 minute part mark as maximum on the second lap. And because the first lap is slower, is because you need to accelerate, you need to start the game, you need to get free of your opponents. And you see here 1 minute 35 should be the time, and now I've used almost exactly 1 minute here, and I should only use like 55 seconds. So if you're 55 seconds here, it's a good run, but also it depends on what time you have in the first run. And then if I hadn't bumped into that, I could maybe probably have got 2 minutes, but I don't have it. I have 2 minutes 2. That means second lap take exactly 1 minute, and that's too much, especially because you have this second lap with full maximum speed. You don't need to accelerate, you don't need to go around some opponents. And the next mistake I do, you see it here. I have used my nitro, but I have used it too fast. You have to save your nitro. Only use the nitro on when you get out of the corners, and then on the long straight, just push the nitro, something like doom 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 doom. So accelerate like 5 to 10 kilometers an hour on each push. But you can see my time is quite good here. But then again I make a mistake. I was sliding around, and then I get the time in 3 minutes and 2 seconds. 1 minute. 3 minutes and 1 second. And then I try another one. You see I got a gold. My points is 80,000 things. 80,152, and you need 80,500. But now I know my car. And the only reason I was changing that part was because the top speed, because there's a long straight I have to use, and that's actually this straight, because if you get there alone and you get out the last corner for this straight, you can almost get 300 kilometers an hour, and that can save you like 5 or 10 seconds on a round if you get that. But you see here, I'm not sliding around. Yes, I'm sliding, but not like a slide drifting, just slide. And you see I almost complete break there, but that was the best thing you can do, because if you slide and drift, you actually, even it looks faster, it don't go faster. It's much easier just to accelerate, because the grip on the tires makes the car go faster and accelerate good. But you see here the time was about 36 seconds already. Now already got 2 seconds faster than the previous run, and almost and I try again, and I always got also got a lead on 5 seconds on the first round. My time here is 1 minute and 1, actually 2 seconds faster than before. And you see my speed is almost 300 kilometers, but then because I've got a good brake, I can accelerate and brake from 300 kilometers to 130 kilometers in 200 meters, and then accelerate again. But again, it's the top speed that was the difference here, because I could get a high top speed before I have to use the nitro. So that's a good part. You see here, I was under 1 minute on this lap, 1 minute 33. That means I was 8 seconds faster than the last round, and I was 9 seconds before in front of the opponents. I have now going into the final lap, and I have to get a time of like 1 minute and 58, 59 seconds here, because then I know I have to actually drive a better round than before, and then I know I have 1 minute and 2 seconds to get this round at least. So I have room for little mistakes, because now I know it takes about 55 seconds to make a round if you do it fairly good. Um, and again, as you see, the opponents are way behind me. It's 10 seconds. It should probably be more because the opponent are usually getting a time about 3 minutes and 5 seconds. So that's also a good point now. How much time you are in front the 3 minute mark. You see, I got to 2 minutes and 45 seconds here, and before the last corner, then I actually got 50 seconds to get to the goal. So this is how we're gonna do it.